safe.
That is true. But I know so many people, like my sons, use their debit cards. I'm like, guys, you guys are idiots.
Well, and get those credit card points, guys.
Well, I think the problem is, people get worried about spending, but also a lot of people just, you can't get credit cards sometimes. So.
And lastly, an update to the California wildfires. The Palisades fire was 21% contained as of last night. It has still burned almost 24,000 acres. 9 people are dead from that Palisades fire. The Eaton fire was about 45% contained as of this morning. It has burned more than 14,000 acres. Officials have confirmed 16 are dead from it. And then if you look at the maps, there are lots of other smaller fires in between, making for this devastating situation for Angelenos at the moment. So many displaced, so many with nothing, no home, no possessions. I saw yesterday that Leonardo DiCaprio, yes, he got a ton of crap for flying his private jet out of the fires. He did donate $1 million toward wildfire relief efforts. He grew up in LA, if you weren't aware. And then Jennifer Lopez made a very large donation of her own clothing and accessories to those affected by the fires. A source of mine telling me it was a huge amount of stuff.
All 7 of her.
Everything that she donated. I mean, it amounted to a fortune of what she donated. She also added in several boxes of her J-Lo beauty products and donated all of those as well.
That's actually really awesome. I think people forget that when you leave all of your beauty products behind, it seems dumb in the moment, but like to not feel like you're put together afterwards after losing everything, it's just another
And
blow.
shout out to all of the companies that are stepping up as well. I follow J. Crew because I like J. Crew, but they opened all of their J. Crew factory stores in that area for moms and kids and dads and kids to come and just shop and get brand new clothes. Like things like that I love seeing, and now I love supporting those businesses because of what they're doing.
Shout out to Teddy Fresh.
Later this morning, you should play the audio of Lakers coach J.J. Redick talking about his house burning. I was on ESPN yesterday. It was really, really emotional.
What about J-Lo?
Forget it. All right, end this thing.
For all of today's Dirty Catch Up on the podcast on the free iHeartRadio app.
Get more dirt at MojoInTheMorning.com.
Before he starts again.
Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
J-Lo started the fire, so I don't know if you know.
Hey, relax now.
There's a rumor. It was with one of her blow-ups at Ben. All right, who do we got here? Garrett is on with us. Garrett, are you there?
What's up, G?
Yes, I am here. How's it going?
I love when you say that. What's up, G? Hello, I am here. How are you? Garrett, you're a winner. Congratulations.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. I can't believe that. I've been trying literally for the last 4 weeks.
Garrett, we got to get you out of here. Who would you take with you?
My girlfriend, Emma, she needs to go. She's had the worst year ever.
Oh, buddy, what's
She's
going
had appendicitis. She's had a kidney stone.
holy
Her
crap.
family got kicked out of the house.
Oh.
It's been a nightmare.
How old are
She
you,
actually
Garrett?
goes to MSU, though.
She goes
I'm 20.
You're 20? Wait, where does she go to school?
She goes to MSU.
Go green. Go
yeah,
White.
I figured you would like that.
Kev was up at the game last night, hosting the game last night. He actually was wearing the same clothes he wore last night at the game.
That's a fact.
That doesn't surprise
He
me.
he rolled in from Breslin. Actually, yesterday was first Wednesday on campus at MSU. Everybody was out at the bars partying till the wee hours, and
Oh, yeah.
Kev was hanging out.
I saw a girl walking home this morning when I was leaving out at 3:30.
Really?
Yeah.
That's common. That's common.
Here's the deal. If you win, we will have the announcement tomorrow. You and your girlfriend will be going to Florida. You are now qualified for a trip to Fort Myers. We'll fly you guys there nonstop. We'll also give you 3 consecutive nights stay at the Margaritaville Beach Resort. You'll get a car rental. You'll get a 2-guided kayak eco tour with kayak excursions and a 1-day pass to Lovers Key State Park, courtesy of the Florida State Parks. And it's all from Visit Florida. So listen tomorrow morning. We'll talk to you, okay?
Oh, I'll be there. That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you, buddy. Hold on one second. It's Mojo in the Morning Show. Our anonymous, very nice benefactor to Breaking and Entering Christmas Wish just wants to spread good. Said that he would give the money to be able to help somebody go to the game with a friend or family member if their stories were heartwarming or touching or just would make you feel good. We got a call right now from John, who is one of the people that entered at mojoswish.org. John, are you there?
Yeah, I am, Mojo.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
John, tell us your story, because this one intrigued me. I read this one, and I'm like, man, it's very, sad situation, but could be a really touching situation. What's going on?
Hi, it started. My son and daughter-in-law had their first, or I should say, our first grandchild in September of 23, and things were going okay. There was an incident happened earlier in the year between my wife and me that they got involved in, and they kind of like never forgave my wife totally, but they were okay with me. And then and back in February of last year, we had a surprise birthday party for my brother. I was there with my wife, and they came, and then but they walked in, sat away from everybody, came with an attitude, and then we got home that night. My wife was like, we sent him a text like, "What would Grandma think about the way you're acting right now?" And that just blew everything up, because I was supposed to go see the baby the next day, and he texted me. He's like, "Don't come over. Don't text me. I don't want to see you. Take control of your wife." And
wait, so hold on a second. So let's go back a little bit. So your son and your daughter-in-law had your first grandchild. Then you fast forwarded to
Something happened that fractured your relationship with them.
it fractured obviously the relationship with your wife with his mom, because something happened between you and your wife in your marriage. And I know you don't need to tell us what it is, but obviously he was upset with your wife over something that maybe he had thought or she had done.
yes,
Okay.
she had done.
Something that she had done. So you obviously caused a strain in your relationship, but you guys are still together from what I'm okay, that's nice. You guys were able to work through that something?
Yeah, we worked it out, but obviously he never forgave us.
He was still so upset about that, but he also took it out on you because he then said that both you and his mom, who are obviously grandpa and grandma, were not going to be allowed to see your grandchild.
Right, because I wasn't taking sides is what it's coming down to. I didn't want to take my wife's side, and I didn't want to take his side. And it really upset me, because like last Christmas, I spoiled the heck out of that baby. I bought it so much stuff, and then his wife went on Facebook and said, "Oh, look, she got spoiled," and showed everything that the in-laws bought, but not one thing that I bought. And that just put the knife in my heart. Like, I can't believe this. And then this past Christmas, he's like, "Oh, I had the best mom ever," and she made him a blanket. She goes, "But this is the best mom." He said it was the best mom ever, but it's actually his mother-in-law. And he had a picture of the blanket that she made him, and then he posted a picture with him, his wife, and the baby on Facebook. They had blocked everything, so we couldn't see anything they posted the pictures. So for some reason, this one last time he posted a picture on Christmas Day of them three together, and then blocked me from it. So it was that was the last image I would see them together.
So John, I want to ask you this question. You entered this because your ultimate goal is that you're hoping that if you are chosen as the winner of this chance to be able to go to a Lions game, that you'll be able to use these tickets to take your son to the game so that you and your son can have a night together celebrating the Lions, in hopes that maybe that night together will bring you, your son, your daughter-in-law, your grandbaby, and their grandma, this grandbaby's grandma together. That's what you're hoping.
Yeah, because I've texted them, "I'm sorry." I mean, I don't know what more to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen therapy over this and everything.
This is a sad situation. Do you think that he would even take your phone calls, though?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
Here's the problem. I mean, I think that it's a great thought. The thought of you guys being able to say, you being able to say, "Listen, I want to make amends with you," because life is too short, and your hope is that this guy, who's your son, you raised him, and you want to be able to see the joys that he's got going on in his future with his grandbaby and possibly others. And come on, I don't know John. What did the wife do? Did she cheat on you or something? What did she do? She do something bad?
I came home. Well, I came home from work early one day, and I kind of caught her on the phone with another guy.
Why did you guys Why did you tell your son about that?
I know.
I know. I shouldn't have. I actually.
You needed somebody to turn to, probably, huh?
Yeah, because Mojo, it wasn't the first time she's done this, and I was just I'm like, I'm done. I cannot do this anymore. You've done this to me way too many times, and then that's what started it. Because he's like, okay, well, I don't want, you can be in the baby's life, but I don't want mom in her life because I don't want her being brought up around that kind of woman, and then it just blew up from there.
Do you love your wife?
I do love her, Mojo. We've worked it out. I mean, I think this is in the 30 years we've been together. This has been the best running our relationship that we've had.
Yeah.
But,
I feel like you should
she
take
told me
your
what I
wife.
was doing wrong. I'm sorry.
What's
Saying
that?
what?
I said you should take your wife.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't.
Oh, no.
Really trying. I don't know.
No, I think his idea, though, is
I
is
understand.
to bring them back together.
I understand.
I-
It's
listen,
just
I
a
think
very, very complicated situation.
I think your story had a lot of potential. Unfortunately, I don't know how great of a storyteller you are because I think that I'm looking at every one of these text messages in here right now. People are like, hang up on this guy. Tell him to get therapy. He doesn't need a game. This should be a version of the a-hole. People are mean. You guys.
I mean, I did see it there. He just told me to write him a letter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what I would suggest, John. This is coming from we're all scarred and wounded people, and we all are not perfect. Your wife is not perfect. You're not perfect. Your kid's not perfect. You make mistakes, but family is family. Mm-hmm. And I will say this to you: your son is hurt because he saw his dad hurt. And I'm going to talk to your son right now, and I'm going to say this to you: your dad was an idiot for telling you. Your mom wasn't even the idiot for doing what she did. She did what she did. That was between your dad and mom. Your dad should have never told you. You should have never been brought up this, but she's still your mother, for Christ's sake. And this is still your dad. And now you're crushing this guy who literally all he wants is to have his son and his grandchild in his life. And what you're doing is you're making this guy who's suffered enough through all this stuff be really hurt
Suffer even more.
And I think that my advice is, and I don't know if you're going to be somebody that we choose for this, my advice to you is you play him this podcast so he can hear the pain that's in your voice and he can understand the lengths that you're going to reaching out to a radio station and a radio show to try to get back into his life and to, more importantly, be in your grandbaby's life. So I'm going to put you on hold. Lydia will talk to you. You're entered in this, just like everybody else is. I don't know if you're going to win this thing, but honestly, if you were to win or not to win, let's hope that this is the piece that is made out of this whole deal. Let's pray for these guys. And Victor, stop sending so many.
No, seriously.
Victor keeps sending text messages going, Kevin, reach over the board and hang up on this guy. He is so mean. Oh, listen, John, I feel bad for you, buddy. I do feel bad for you. I think something good could come out of this, whether it's you going to the Lions game with your son or your son waking up and going, you know what? I got to figure out this thing.
Good luck, bro.
Thanks, John.
Thanks,
Hold on.
Kevin. Thanks.
Go Lions.
Hold on 1 second. Listen, I will say this to everybody here right now. I know we just got 10 minutes. You probably have 10 minutes that you feel like you can't take back. I think that 10 minutes might have helped that guy.
No, you said some powerful stuff at the end of there. I didn't agree with everything you said, but
what do you think should happen?
The meat of it is I liked what you said.
Yeah.
I liked what you said.
I just don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I will say this, that Chelsea and I, when we've struggled over time, we made the mistake of struggling and our kids maybe overhearing a few things, especially Jacob overheard a few things. And I will never, ever forgive myself for that because I don't think he should be been burdened by that. But don't bring your kids into your
You got to shield them
issues.
from all that.
Fully agree. Yeah. But I guarantee, I'm not going to guarantee, but the guy said that his wife been cheating on him multiple times.
Oh, it did.
It's probably
I somehow missed that.
Yeah, he said this wasn't the first time. I'm sure his son is aware of that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I can't speculate.
It's hard.
It's
All right.
tough.
WKQI Detroit.
WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids.
WVKS Toledo. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Oh, Mojo, he's amazing.
Live. Mojo.
30. 5, 4, 3, 2.
1. Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
Alrighty, you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head.
Let's go. It's showtime.
All right, it's Mojo in the morning. My personal text message is blowing up with people. Literally, people I haven't heard from in forever being like, this is Zach Hart said this to me. He goes, bro, not to be mean, but this guy needs to man up. Tell him to grow some balls and be his own leader.
Oh,
Lead your family. Love you. Zach.
Love you.
Oh, my God.
I'm praying for my man.
All right, Mojo in the Morning Show. I promise you guys, we got a good show for you here. War of the Roses this morning was crazy. We had a stalker in War of the Roses. I mean,
It's gonna get better.
That was his
It's
way of
gonna
saying-
get better.
I'm really sorry for that.
The last 10 minutes of the show does not reflect.
I am Mojo, and I don't approve of that
You
message.
ever see when certain programming is on a network and they're like, we sold this in 1980. I'm so sorry. Please don't watch this.
The following program is a
Does
paid
not
post.
reflect.
Yeah, the views.
How long is the dump button?
Poor guy. Poor guy.
All right, it's Mojo in the Morning coming up this hour on the show. Do I tell her she smells? Shannon's got that. Kevin with what's the furthest you would drive to see somebody? We're going to get to that. And then I caught him skipping class. Are there any parents that are listening that have ever caught their kids doing that? I think I did, or I thought I did with Luke. I'll talk about that in a little bit. All right, it's Mojo on the Morning Show. We're commercial free. That's the good news. And we've got more chances for you to see the Lions. Tomorrow is our big contest that we're going to be doing. We're dyeing your hair blue. Go blue to go to the game. Giving you a chance to win courtesy of House of Hummus. We'll have more details on that coming up here in a bit. Setting you up with a Ticketmaster gift card so that you can get your tickets to go to Saturday's game, the Lions versus the Commanders.
Still going over there.
Yeah, literally 5 more friends. Can you
I
hear
can
'em?
hear your vibration of
Yeah.
your phone.
It's like, all right, guys, let me get to the rest of the show, and we'll talk. We'll talk a little bit more coming up here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why that's going on. All right, forget it. All right, Mojo on the Morning Show. Does Shannon tell her that she smells?
I don't know what you do in this situation. So there is a girl I know who, and I feel bad saying this, but she's stinky. And I really like her, but she is stinky. And I don't know what the proper way to go about this is. Do I say something? I'm leaning towards no, but here is the deal. It is not body odor or bad breath or anything like that. The only thing I can think that it is like essential oils that she is wearing or putting in her laundry or has in her house or something. But it's like a very hippie smell. Can I still say hippie? I don't know if what's bad now.
Hippies have not
It's
been
like a hippie
canceled yet.
smell. It's like a what is it?
Do you want me to say?
What is it?
It's patchouli.
I think it's patchouli.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's that smell. But it's to the point where every time, and I don't see her that often, but if she comes in and gives me a hug, I'm like, I don't
Like,
even,
does
I feel like
that-
I want to do an air hug because then like my clothes and my hair have this same smell.
The hug lingers on you?
It lingers. The other day, I like ran into her somewhere, and I came home, and when I go to give Wes a hug, he goes, "Oh my God, what is that smell?" And I'm like, "I know," and I don't want to be rude and back away when she comes at me with a hug, but like, it's stinky.
Yeah.
It's stinky.
I don't know what
And
you
the,
do.
and the bad thing is, I don't feel like I can say anything because I'm assuming she thinks it smells good.
Yeah, because I love patchouli.
And maybe I wear a perfume that, for example, Megan, you hate.
Yeah.
And to me or to you, I smell.
I used to wear patchouli, like heavy perfumes for a long time until we started talking about it on this show and how much all of you guys hated it. And thankfully, I worked in a different state at the time, so I knew it wasn't about me. But all of you were like, I hate it. And I was like, oh, this might be repulsive for some people, even though I love it.
Right. It actually makes me feel nauseous.
What was it? You were wearing?
I love patchouli.
Really?
I really do.
It is one of those scents, and I actually don't know if that's what it is. It reminds me of that, though. But that's one of those scents that people have a very divided reaction to.
Yep.
Because it's funny because Chelsea was into essential oils for the longest time, so there would be lots of things that you would
Which I
make you do
like essential oils,
and they would and I always felt like some of them smelled really good, but I don't
and they do.
But is like patchouli or vajuli?
Vajuli.
Is there a difference between?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know what this particular smell is.
Does it smell
but
like musty or something?
Yeah.
It's a kind of musty
It's
smell?
like a heavy musk.
I would say
How is that attractive?
hippie.
It's
Crunchy. I don't know.
Marcelina, you there?
I'm here.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much, just driving to work.
Yeah. Does Shannon tell this friend that she smells?
Yes, please do. I have 2 coworkers that wore that patchouli oil, and it is not good. I do not like it, so I let them know, and they don't wear it.
Yeah.
It's not even so much that like
I think.
It's more I feel like I'm being rude. Truly, whenever she goes in for the hug, and I'm like, like I don't want it.
You got to go clean yourself off afterwards. What's up? I think body odor people are the worst, but I feel bad because it's like a body smell. But I always feel like you have to know that you got a little bit of body odor. What's up, Stacy?
Hi, you guys. So I think it'd be fine if Shannon just said, like, look, I'm really sorry, but I think I'm allergic to it. Every time you hug me, I'll break, like, out in welts or, because then she's for sure not going to wear it. And you're not being mean.
So lie about it. Lie about the extent of it, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because I would feel bad to tell somebody they smell also, but it's either that or you're going to be wearing patchouli, Shannon.
Yeah. No, that is kind of an interesting thing. If you come up with something that makes them believe that there's an irritation that happens to you every time that that they smell it. So, yeah. Thank you for the call. I appreciate it. I'm trying to
have a good day, guys.
Thanks, appreciate it. I'm trying to see if there's anybody that is listening that has ever told somebody this. Has anybody ever said to them, "Hey, what's up, Deanna? How you doing?"
Hi, hello.
Hey, what's going on?
I cannot stand any vanilla smell.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So that bothers you? Just the smell of like vanilla?
Yeah, I was tortured in high school with the warm sugar smell from Bath and Body Works.
Warm vanilla
all
sugar?
the girls wore that.
Vanilla Bee Noel.
Yes.
Had them all.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
I was totally a cucumber girl back then.
Oh, yeah. Cucumber melon.
A girl.
That was my number
Yep.
2.
Have you ever told somebody that was wearing it like you can't take it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Almost every chance I can. I literally cannot stand the smell that much. I love the taste. Cannot stand the smell.
Now, what do you do if you can't control it? So, like, right now I'm having a crazy eczema flare up on my hands. And so I have like a very heavy duty hand lotion that I've been putting on, but it smells terrible. But like, if not,
I feel I don't want to say anything to her. I don't know.
Do I have cracked, bleeding hands or do I have smelly hands? Like, what do you do? They're both terrible options.
What's up, Sierra? How are you? It's Mojo in the morning. Shannon's got a friend that's smelly.
Yeah. So in high school, with Bath and Body Works sprays, like I had a friend that would drench herself in this body spray, and it turns out she had like a deviated septum and ended up having sinus surgery and didn't realize how much she actually wore or what she smelled like until she did a routine and realized how much she sprayed on and what it smelled like.
I have a deviated septum.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder too because it is very strong. Like how you don't you kind of don't know your own smell. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
You would
that's why
just-
every
I-
time you come over to my place, I go, does it smell okay in here?
Right.
Amber, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. Hi.
Hey, first time, long time.
Hey, Amber's on the phone.
I just wanted to call. I'm actually a banker, and I have a customer who would come in and patchouli, like literally you would smell it all day long. There was no getting rid of it.
just knock you over. And it got to the point it would give me a migraine, make me nauseous, that I had to pull him aside to have a conversation. And now he only goes through the drive-through.
On purpose. It didn't change him, like trying to make himself not smell like that. Because to me, I would be so self-conscious. I'd never want to wear it ever again or be that smell anymore.
Right, exactly. No, he still does. I don't know. He's very hippie-ish and just,
he likes it.
It'll knock you over.
I got to be honest with you. The smell that's really been bothering me lately, and I've got nothing against you doing it, but people who smell like excessive weed. I was at Somerset, the big mall here, and man, you walk around that store, and it makes me not buy clothes because I walk into the store and people smell so bad. I'm worried there smells on the clothes. You know what I mean? From trying the stuff on. It's awful. What's up, Vicky?
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. What's going on?
I had to tell my daughter's roommate to stop using patchouli in their dorm room.
So your daughter couldn't do that?
Oh, her
It
roommate.
didn't bother her. She liked it. My daughter liked it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So your daughter,
It was the roommate that used it.
I know, but your daughter couldn't. So your daughter had no problem with it. Wait, why is mom stepping in? Why do you care? You don't live in the room.
Because every time she came home, all of her clothing, her bedding, her coats, hair.
Yeah.
When we'd go to visit, everything.
Do you think that maybe your daughter just became so immune to it, and that's why she did it? She didn't say anything.
Probably. You know
Probably.
what? That could be it. But
Yeah.
I just said to the roommate, I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. You can wear the smell on you, but having it in your room makes me want to gag.
Could you imagine this being a mom of your roommate?
Crazy.
I mean, I love you for doing
I
that,
don't-
Vicky. But man, that
Yeah,
I'd be
but
like,
I didn't. Nope, sorry.
wow.
You're not sorry. Don't say sorry.
That is pretty amazing. Listen to this one. Kristen, tell everybody what a coworker did to you.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
I'm Kristen, and love you all. Listen to the show every day.
Are you a
and
first time,
thank
long
you.
time?
Time I've called.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Kristen on the phone.
Yeah. And so this is so funny because I love patchouli oil. I always have, and I wore it all the time. And this was during COVID, when we finally went back into, the office, my coworker's like, oh my God, who is that? Who has that stinky hippie smell? I love it, the hippie smell. And, so she just, and I said, well, that's me, my patchouli oil. And she just asked me, she's like, you know what? It bothers me, and I don't enjoy the smell. So I'm like, okay. So whenever I was around, I didn't wear it to work anymore, and that was that. But
so is it hard? Was it hard to hear that though? Because I mean, it is something that you find nice,
You
but
like,
then,
right?
Do you think it helped you by
Right.
her saying that to you and being honest with you?
I think it helped me. Absolutely. Because it's like, even my brother-in-law, he's like, he used to live with a roommate who bathed in patchouli oil, and and he goes, Kristen, I just can't. I can't do it.
People
And
come out of the woodwork and are
that's
like,
totally cool.
"Hey, it's so nice that you don't smell anymore." That's it's all because of my coworker. Hold on, Kevin. What's up, Kevin?
What's going on? How you doing?
Good morning.
Kevin, I like you. Go ahead. I see what you're going to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So listen, man. Where I'm from, if this is your friend or just somebody that you see every day, man, that you damn near got to tell them that they got a smell on it, because if not, you just gonna have them walking around and other people gonna be judging them and talking about them. So I feel like if you don't speak to them and tell them that, then you're not a real friend.
So let me hear how you would say it. Pretend that I'm that person. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna just tell him. I mean, it depends if it's a lady or if it's a male, and I just let him know, like, hey, man, let me talk to you to the side. See, I kind of got a little smell. I smell a little smell. I don't know if you want to go check it out or whatever the case is. I ain't trying to be mean. I'm just trying to let you know, like, hey, I smell some. I don't want nobody else smelling you and talking about you. So
You got
such
the
and such.
you got the stanky leg.
Yeah, you got the stanky leg or your musty or something going on.
I love it. That, by the way, where I'm from. Where are you from, Gavin? What's up, Will?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Oh man, it's been a while, but my buddy, he every summer it would be bad. He had armpit smell, but one time he was just chilling on the couch, kicks back, gets his arms up on there, and I swear it was a month later. It still was there.
Oh, yeah. When it's fabric,
You know what the problem is?
there's no turning back.
Was he shirtless or did he have like a tank top on or something?
Oh, he cuts all his sleeves off.
That's the problem. When people wear tank tops, their deodorant doesn't stay on them because it doesn't stay on the clothing.
Let me tell you
and it makes you stanky.
Being 5 feet tall, when people come in from hug with sweaty ass armpits, it is right in my face.
Yes.
It's the worst.
As a matter of fact,
I do not mind being short until somebody hugs me with sweaty armpits.
Dan Campbell for mayor, governor, or president.
And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
Go Lions, baby. This is Mojo in the Morning.
all right, it's Mojo in the Morning Show. Question that Kevin has is a very valid question.
Valley.
Asking for a friend.
No, asking for me.
What's going on?
I got to be careful with how I say this because I don't want it to be misconstrued. And I'm a little tired, so my brain ain't really clicking the way that it normally. Let me lock in. Let me focus. This got to be right because she be listening sometimes. I met this girl on Instagram who live in Grand Rapids. And Shannon's seen her. Beautiful young lady.
That is a disservice.
Okay,
she is
go off then.
a stunning supermodel.
Indeed.
She's beautiful.
Indeed.
Who are all these girls?
So the only problem is she live in Grand Rapids.
That's the problem.
What you say?
I said, how's that a problem?
It's a problem because that junk far as hell. That ain't like down the street. Like that's
not too bad.
How far? In my mind, Grand Rapids is like 3-4 hours away.
No, it's 2. It's 2 hours, and they're in our listing area. Hello, Grand Rapids.
Yeah,
we love you.
Hey, shout out to Grand Rapids.
By the way, we got to talk about that. Number 1 in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
You see those ratings in Grand Rapids?
Take that.
You watch it. Free Bear and Hot Wings, we're coming for you.
So I told her I was going to see her at Irish on Ionia.
Okay.
I said that's going to be our first time linking up.
Wait, so you're waiting that long? You will?
I'm not trying to drive 2 hours, bro. That's not me.
You go to Lansing all the time.
That's not 2 hours away.
That's halfway there.
Yeah, you can have
more
her
than halfway there.
What's that? What's the that old song? Meet me halfway. Na, 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 na.
Why don't you tell her to come to a game?
That's right.
It's halfway for both of you.
I like when we have these brainstorm sessions.
Are we on camera? Can I stand
Well,
up
at
for a
least
second?
then you
I
could
see
meet her.
Or maybe,
you guys could hang out before or after a game or something, and you could meet her and see if there's even anything there without you wasting 4 hours of a day.
We talking.
You wouldn't drive 2 hours for that?
No.
Really?
What's wrong with you?
All right, I want to know.
I'm not that
I want to
guy.
know from our listeners what's the furthest you drove for a piece of booty? What? I want to know if there's anybody that's gone further than
My booty.
Yeah.
3 hours.
You
3
drove
hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
I drove to him.
We're
from where to where?
Chicago,
Toledo
Columbus,
to
where?
Cincinnati.
Oh boy.
Cincinnati.
Wow.
Was it worth the gas? Was the ass worth the gas?
I love that.
It was a fun little weekend in the worst place.
Wow.
So you spent the whole
I
week?
hate Cincinnati. I did.
Okay.
I hate
So Kev, by the way, 96, got a nice little drive. Get yourself a big old, Big Gulp or McDonald's extra large Coke. Do a little drive. You kind of pull into town. It looks beautiful. You see all the great buildings and stuff. I don't know where she lives in Grand Rapids. Hopefully she does. Hopefully she doesn't live on the lake and too far. Maybe she's living hey, you can stay overnight at Mike and Allie's place. You know what I mean? Or stay at her place. What's going on, Ashley? Hi.
Hey, first time caller, long time listener.
Ashley on the phone.
What's up, Ashley?
Hey, so it may have been around 6.5 hours for some ass.
6.5 hours?
Yeah, all the way to Wisconsin every weekend.
Oh my God, 6.5 hours. Wait, did you ever do the Wisconsin drive where you go up through the UP, or did you always go through Chicago?
Always went through Chicago. She was closer that way. I'm gay. It took us 3 months, and she's now living with us. Living with me.
Good, you got her hair. We love that.
I got it. I got that ass. So we're 3 years together now. It's going good.
Wait, but what part of Wisconsin, though? Was it worth going?
Fond du Lac. That sounds like a place. Where was it?
Yeah, the main part of Wisconsin.
It was the main part. Milwaukee?
Madison?
Milwaukee.
My favorite.
I wasn't trying to give her direct city, but yeah, right by to Milwaukee.
Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, or Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, depending on how you drive. What's up, Lily? How you doing?
Hi, first time, long time.
Hey, how far did you drive, Lily?
So it wasn't actually a drive. I used to live in Texas, and back in college, I took a train trip to my then boyfriend in Dallas, and I lived in Houston. And that was a long ass trip. It was like a 7-hour day. He wasn't even there when I got there.
He wasn't there?
Oh my God, where was he?
He was still driving. He didn't know where the train stop was.
Oh, jeez. I can't believe you took a train. To me, a train is an investment. Like, that's something, it's like, there's no way. Make him fly you. Yeah. Listen, Kev won't drive from Detroit to go to Grand Rapids for a girl, but Luke, you drove further to Grand Rapids, or from Grand Rapids. Where did you go?
I drove from Grand Rapids to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
For a girl.
Wow. That is dedication.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was. Well, yeah, it was nice to see her. I drove with a bunch of my friends. My grandmother rented us a car. And we drove all the way over there and went nonstop. We were just switching off. Got all the way over there. Saw her for 15 minutes and then waited for 6 hours, saw her for an hour and a half, and then she was late getting home and she didn't want to get in trouble, so we drove 120 on the highway over there to get her back home.
Oh my God.
And then and I was meant to see her again the next day, but we weren't having a great time, my friends weren't. So I fell asleep in the car, and then I woke up and we were already back in Wisconsin driving home.
Right.
I was
You know what this sound like? This sound like a parlay. You put in all this effort and you don't even hit.
That is actually kind of true.
Bruh.
That is kind of parlay. Rosie, you drove, or he drove for yours, which you must have a nice piece of ass.
I've been told a couple of times.
Tell everybody where he drove from, and that will tell us how big that beautiful booty is.
Well, I've been called Rosie with the cake. So
Rosie with the
cakes. Drove from Georgia all the way to Detroit.
Oh my God!
Oh, and how'd it go?
But I didn't let him get his way. We drove all the way back down to Savannah. Then we had our party.
Oh my God! Wait.
Oh
so
my God!
He drove all the way from Georgia, and you didn't give him anything?
Not until we got back to Georgia. No, I made him wait.
Oh my God! Poor guy. He's got blue balls the entire way.
It was worth the wait.
That you know what? What is it that a wise man once said about peaches in Georgia?
Oh, that's that Georgia.
I get my peaches down in Georgia.
I get my peaches down in Georgia.
Great song.
By the way, the amount of people from Grand Rapids that are saying, Kev, you can come hang with me. Kev, come on. We want to see you in Grand Rapids. All our listeners that love you, Kevin.
We got to throw a party in Grand Rapids then.
They want you to come out there. Ronnie, 16 hours for a piece of ass?
Mojo! Yeah, you know who I am.
I know.
Remember I sent you pictures of my girl in the Philippines. I don't know if you ever took a peek
I don't think I ever got a chance to see him, but man, 16 hours.
Yeah, I flew from Chicago to Hong Kong. Actually, more than 16 hours because I flew from Chicago to Hong Kong, then Hong Kong to Manila.
Oh my!
And then took a ferry for 2 days to meet this girl.
Buddy, that's unbelievable. It's like planes, trains, and automobiles just to get yourself some. But this was all well worth it.
2 kids now.
With her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ronnie.
Did you bring her back with you that trip?
What's that?
Did you bring her home with you that trip?
No, actually, if you try to come to the U.S. legally, it takes a long time.
Oh.
So she's still over there.
That's amazing.
Oh. Wait, you have kids with her?
This sound like a little
mail order
back page.
Yeah. 16 hours. So he has to go 16 hours each time that he's going to go see this girl.
Are your kids there?
Are the kids still there? Oh,
He hung up.
He hung up
I'm
the phone.
assuming yes.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I have so many questions.
Really? Just because, like, to me?
You don't?
My one question is, why?
He took a
That would
ferry
be my
to
one.
meet his wife, who he has 2 kids with, that he can't afford to get back to America.
But he can't get her back here because this is the deal. He can't get her back because she's, I guess maybe something. There's something there. I don't know. I don't know if I'd do it. At least in Grand Rapids, you can bring her wherever you want to bring her.
Damn, girl, you look good. I'd cheat on me, too. Wait, another War of the Roses is after 9 on Mojo in the Morning.
Mojo in the Morning Show. So I had a just feeling in my gut, and I don't know if parents ever get this. Had a feeling in my gut that my kid was doing something he shouldn't have been doing. And whenever I have those feelings, I feel like I've got to call him. Otherwise, it will be in my head then the rest of the day. So yesterday, I had this gut feeling that Luke wasn't going to class, that he didn't, go to class and do what he was told. And I'm, thinking this probably because the night or two before this, I'm like paying the tuition bill, And anytime as a parent you get this gut feeling, you got to know what's going on. So I ended up calling him, and when he's in class, he never picks up the phone, which is good. Even though he's in Michigan State and there's a big auditorium and stuff like that, he could at least go, hey, I'm in class. He never just picks it up. So I know if he's not picking it up, that's the case. Even when he's sleeping, sometimes he'll pick it up and just go, I'm sleeping, and hang up the phone. I call him up. He picks it up on the second ring, and I'm like, that son of a bee. That kid is not in class. I cannot believe it.
And you knew it.
Yes. But the semester just started, and I didn't realize this until he told me. All his classes are different than the classes he had last semester.
Yeah.
So I had the wrong class schedule thinking, and his class schedule was a little bit different. So I was like happy. I'm like, send me that class schedule. I want to see what that class schedule is now so I can check on you. But I wanted to ask this question. Have any parents ever caught their kid not going to school or, skipping out of class? This started with my kids in high school, where my kids would, and we would find out randomly, would skip class. And I would be like, how the hell are you able to do this? Joe was such a sneaky little bastard. No wonder why he went into radio. Joe was such a sneaky little bastard. He would call the front office at the school saying he was me. He would say, hey, this is Joe, he uses my last name on the air, but I never say my last name. And he would say, Joe's dad. And he's got a doctor's appointment that I needed to call him out for. And they would go, okay, great, no problem.
That's risky when your dad is on the radio.
Some people think that he sounds like me, though. Like some people would think that. And he would do it.
I don't think you sound alike.
Really?
No.
He would do it from another room. They would let him out. The only person that would have known was Mrs. Pascoe, who's the front office lady, and she would know. He would never do it. He would hang up if she answered. But there was another lady that worked in the office that for some reason
It worked like a charm.
had no idea.
I wish
no
we could
clue.
call him and hear his impersonation.
I want to. So bad.
It'd be like, hey buddy, hey buddy, hi
Wait.
buddy.
Now I hear it.
Yeah, right.
Can I tell you something? I had a neighbor when I lived in Indianapolis, and her name was Kirsten, but her brother, I don't know why this was the case, but for some reason, her parents would give him the money to pay his tuition, or there was some funky thing. He had dropped out of school 2 years prior and was pretending that he still went to college, but was using the money for everything else that he was doing.
Oh my God.
And they never found out about it until it it didn't matter anymore.
Right.
But I was like,
Can you
that
imagine
was
as
the
a-
craziest story. 2 years he lied to them.
One of my best buddies, Tom Barrett, he missed 188 straight days or something like that of high school when he was in high school, and actually had to carry on through the summertime to finish off before they would let him officially graduate because of me. He came over to my house. My dad was a doctor. He stole my dad's prescription pads. So my dad had prescription pads that he would write, prescriptions back in, you go to the pharmacy and they hand them to him. He would write notes on there saying that it was a doctor's note. He got doctor's notes that were him writing the doctor's
crazy.
notes. And he never went to class. Craig, what's going on? How did you bust somebody skipping class, or how did you skip class?
So I would just skip class, and I skipped school the whole day, and I actually ended up getting busted. So they brought my mom in to verify which notes were hers and which ones I wrote or what days I missed, in the sense. And my handwriting, I could mimic her handwriting so well and signature so well that she couldn't even tell which ones were from her.
Oh my God! What would you do? Just study that thing like a Like you should have been studying for your history tests.
Good handwriting.
That's great. That's amazing. What's up, Kim? How you doing? Kim, what's going on?
Hey, so my kid in his senior year of high school decided to miss 23 first-hour classes because he would go to school and sleep in his car. So I called him one day, he forgot that I had Life 360, and I could see where he was sitting in the parking lot. And he's like, "No, Mom, I'm in class. I'm in class." And all of a sudden, you see his little feet on Life 360, like running through the parking lot. He got into the school. He stepped in the first classroom, took a picture of his feet, and sent it to me. I'm like, "Oh my God, he was so busted." Yeah. He almost did not graduate.
Isn't it funny when you're following your kid on Life 360 or on the Apple iPhone, and you can see their little dot moving, and then when it stops for a second, you're like, that kid better be at a red light. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, it was great.
Hey, thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. What's up, Madison?
Hello.
What's going on?
I was just calling in. I wanted to tell you guys, I'm a little out of high school now. My mom might be listening, but that's okay. She can find out now. When I was skipping school, I would just walk right out, but I just had the school's number blocked on her phone, so they couldn't call her to tell her.
My God.
The innovation is real.
Oh my God, that's so smart.
I would never do it for the important classes, but gym and stuff. Nah, I just walk right out.
Somebody told me that they transferred their family's phone to their phone. Like they had the phone number transferred.
I knew some people who did that.
Yeah. Like,
wait, what do you mean?
Forward the call? They forwarded the calls to go to their phone so that if the parents got the call of, hey, your kid wasn't in school today, it would go to the kid. And the kid would just answer it and go, hang up on it so that the parents didn't know what was going on.
Wow.
That's a future leader.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of brilliant.
Jessica, what did you skip school for?
Well, we decided to have a hot tub day at my house back in the day, and we didn't realize that once the parents got home that all the wet footprints would still be all over the place.
I love it. I'm listening to your voice. I'm listening to your voice right now. I go, we had a hot tub party at my house. Did you guys also get some beverages in that hot tub, Jessica?
No, we stuck some weed back then.
Yeah, we're sticking with the weed. I love it. Carrie, you skipped school to go where?
Okay, so let me preface. I grew up in Orlando, so I skipped school to go to Disney, didn't get caught.
Ugh.
I'm kind of nerdy. I skipped school. I went to the courthouse, and I didn't get caught. I skipped school, and I went to the mall. I got caught.
Oh, my God. That's crazy. All the simplest of things, and then you get caught.
How'd you get caught at the mall?
Yeah. Like, the mall cops.
Oh,
They
really?
snitched on you?
Yeah.
Paul Blart. That what happens is they see you there and they think that you're up to no good, right? So they end up calling your parents.
Yeah, but the courthouse said nothing.
Isn't that funny? Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for the call. I appreciate it. Take care of yourself. It's funny because when, Shannon, your kids get to that age, which kid do you think is going to be the kid that you most have to worry about?
Smith.
You
100%.
think so?
Yeah,
He's
like
the one?
Lucy is so studious. Like she actually likes school. Smith.
Yeah.
He asks me every night, do I have to go to school tomorrow? I said, Smith, for the next 12 years, don't ask me that question anymore. The answer is yes. You have to go to school tomorrow.
You know what, though? You'll love when you hear the stories later in life, like as a parent, like now thinking of these stories. But at the time, I felt like, oh, my God, I want to kill this kid. I can't believe they're doing this thing. All right, we're going to give you a chance to win. Let's go with a $500 payment towards your bills, towards your rent. And it's all courtesy of the movie One of Them Days, which is in theaters tomorrow.
Hilarious.
Or tonight, actually. I think
yeah, that's the one you saw.
Thursday movie
Hilarious
releases.
film.
I want to see it this weekend.
Keke Palmer and SZA in that movie. So your chance to win, 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. An opportunity to win $500 to help pay your rent. Your opportunity is right now.
Weather in the Midwest. It's like your ex-boyfriend. Cold, useless, and makes you want to punch something. This is Mojo in the Morning. Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
All right, Shannon with what's trending in the Dirty on the 30.
All right, so Drake is suing his own label, Universal Music Group, or UMG for short, for spreading the false narrative that he's a pedophile. Drake alleges that UMG did everything it could to promote his rival, Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, effectively spreading the false narrative that he's a criminal pedophile. The suit claims to not so much be about Kendrick, with whom Drake has been feuding. I mean, that's obviously, been a story forever, but it is instead entirely about UMG. Quote unquote, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize allegations that it understood were not only false but dangerous. And Drake says UMG's campaign to promote Not Like Us was absolutely intended to convey the false allegation that Drake is a pedophile and to suggest that the public should resort to vigilante justice in response. And that piece of this lawsuit refers to, do you guys remember the shooting that happened at Drake's mansion after the song's release? Remember that? And the lawsuit called it the 2024 equivalent of the Pizzagate conspiracy, where there were so many things that were pushing it, and it just caused for chaos. So Drake says UMG knew the allegations were false, otherwise the company wouldn't have been in business with him since 2009. A spokesperson for UMG did fire back last night, writing, not only are these claims untrue, but the notion that we would seek to harm the reputation of any artist, let alone one of our own, Drake, is illogical. They wrote, throughout his career, Drake has intentionally and successfully used UMG to distribute his music to engage in conventionally outrageous back and forth rap battles to express his feelings about other artists. He now seeks to weaponize the legal process to silence an artist's creative expression and to seek damages from UMG for distributing that artist's music. Obviously talking about Kendrick. And they said, we will defend this litigation to protect our people and our reputation. But very interesting lawsuit.
But Drake comes off as a big bitch here, right?
Yeah. Just kind of just like take your L, bro, and move.
Right, because you can't say that he beat his wife and then you got called names back and say, you can't say that about me.
Were there also, he was rapping about, specific women that Kendrick had fathered children? I mean, there was a lot of that back and forth.
Yeah, that, what you just read in that UMG statement, this is the first feud Drake's been in. And from what he's done said about Pusha T to Kanye, he said some things. So
you know what's amazing is that I had this gut feeling that Kendrick was going to bring Drake with him to the Super Bowl, and there was going to be some kind of reuniting. I thought that would be epic, wouldn't it? No. Obviously, this is not going to happen. But you know what I mean? I know you say no, but would the only thing that can make Kendrick's Super Bowl appearance be the most unbelievable thing is if Kendrick gets Jesus Christ to get up there and perform with him.
No, but Kendrick won. Kendrick won and is the leader. So why would you bring a guy that you whooped his ass?
If Kendrick doesn't have somebody that the older audience can go, oh my God, that's cool. This is great. All
right, so did the older audience need anybody outside of Rihanna?
I think that Rihanna is so... She's got hits from the past. Like, she's been around for a long... I think Kendrick is less mainstream for
what about The Weeknd,
a lot of America. I think The Weeknd was kind of a weak performer for that. I didn't think he was great for that.
Now, see, I am going to say something that a lot of people are going to disagree with me. But I thought the Prince halftime show was a snoozer, and it was just for old people.
Yeah. Same with The Who.
I understand he's an icon, but I was like,
the Madonna show.
I think I peed and got a drink.
I think that Coldplay. This reminds me of Coldplay when Coldplay performed, and they had one of the lowest rated halftime performances.
Coldplay brought out Beyonce and Bruno Mars.
People were not into it though. They did not like it.
Kendrick is about to kill this performance.
Yes,
we'll see. We shall see. Let's put it this way. The Lions will kill the performance and make the performance because they will be there.
By the way, there's supposed to be some mysterious person performing on Saturday. Who is it?
I was sworn to secrecy. I'll tell you off air.
Okay, text me. I will not reveal, I promise.
If you don't put it in the group chat.
So
I'm going to tell you.
Saturday night's game, performing at halftime?
No, not at halftime. He will be it's a he, so there you go.
Doing the national anthem?
No, he will be in the stands performing in a quarter.
Okay, I was going to say, because I heard it's not a halftime performance, but he is going to perform. I didn't know if it was a he or she.
Eminem? Is it Eminem?
I don't know.
Continue, Shannon.
Okay.
Don't do that because everybody's going to get so excited. And it's not to be
He's
him.
there at every game. It'd be great.
President Joe Biden delivering his farewell address from the Oval Office last night with the help of a little pillow to prop him up during the 18-minute speech. Photos taken from just outside of the Oval show the commander-in-chief with that small cushion wedged between his buns and the seat of that leather chair.
Like something to wake him up. He needed some Adderall.
And I wish the incoming administration success because I want America to succeed. That's why I tell my duty to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition of power, to ensure we lead by the power of our example.
Yeah, poor guy, man. His dentures were like, I'm telling you, they were moving the entire time.
The president acknowledged his term as one of the toughest years in U.S. history and also took a very clear swipe at Trump ally Elon Musk.
I want to warn the country of some things that give me great concern. This is a dangerous concentration, and that's a dangerous concentration of power
Well, now I can't stop
in
thinking
the
about
hands of a
dentures.
very few ultra-wealthy people. The dangerous consequences if their abuse of power is left unchecked.
He ain't lying now.
ASAP Rocky's lawyer says he is
Are you
not
going to give
interested.
Trump a chance, by the way? You're going to give Trump a chance, aren't you?
No, I'm just saying what he just said about all the rich people. I mean, like you say, you got 3 of the wealthiest going to be front row. So he ain't lying.
ASAP Rocky's lawyer said he is just not interested in cutting any sort of deal with the prosecution less than a week before he goes to trial for the alleged shooting of that former bandmate and friend of his. Rocky not in court yesterday, but pleaded not guilty to 2 felony charges of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. Lawyers on both sides got together yesterday, and there was hope that they could come to some sort of agreement on a plea deal. That did not happen. No agreement was reached. So the trial is scheduled to go ahead on Tuesday, starting with jury selection, a 12-person jury. Again, ASAP Rocky facing up to 24 years in prison if convicted of both. And there was about 3 or 4 minutes in there where attorneys and the judge were trying to figure out how to refer to Rihanna during this trial. Are they married? Are they not?
Your Honor, I think if they're not legally married, we prefer that she not be referred to as his wife and that she's just referred to as his significant other or mother of his children.
Are they legally married anywhere?
I don't know, but certainly husband and wife.
If they're legally married anywhere, there's no common law marriage that's recognized in California.
Why do they care so much about that?
I don't understand either, to be honest with you. I don't know why that is so important and why they could not just refer to her as Rihanna. Okay. And this is from Barstool yesterday. A kid, clearly a Detroit Lions fan, being rolled out of surgery at a local hospital, already chanting, Jared Goff. Listen to that.
He was stressed.
Toxic. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Hey guys, how are you?
That's cool.
Jared, get him tickets.
Great. Yeah. For all of today's Dirty Catch Up on the podcast on the free iHeartRadio app or mojointhemorning.com.
Bobby Lane. Oh, hold on. Oh, wrong. Oh, you know what? I'm going to play. I do have to play that. I want to play that. Can I play that now?
Yes.
I'll play that right now. Did you guys see? It was not last night, but it was night before last. I saw this all over Instagram yesterday. Jeff Daniels, the pride of Chelsea, Michigan, great actor, big Lions fan. Jeff Daniels did the Bobby Lane song that he did, the End of the Curse of Bobby Lane, on Jimmy Fallon's show, which is a lot of people attribute to the reason why the Lions are now starting to win, because Peyton Manning
And him.
and Jeff Daniels were at Ford Field. Here, I'll play you the clip of what happened back in the day. This was like, a couple, 3 years ago that they did
Well,
this.
this just explains
Yeah.
the curse of Bobby Lane.
Yeah, and then we'll play
Bobby Lane was the last person you'd have expected to curse the Lions. He was Detroit's Lion King.
Pandemonium breaks loose in Drake Stadium as the game ends with the Detroit Lions successfully defending their title of world champions.
You know, it's hard to believe, but the Lions of the 50s were kind of like the Patriots of the 2000s. They were it in the 50s,
They
right?
were it, yeah. I mean, in the 50s, it was pretty much them and the Cleveland Browns back and forth. They won 3 championships. It's really something else.
How many playoff games have the Lions won in your lifetime?
In my lifetime, 1.
That was 30 years ago, in January of 1992. So what happened?
It's kind of a spiritual situation because it was a curse. It was the curse of Bobby Lane.
October 6th, 1958. For Detroit, a day that will live in infamy. 2 games into the defense of their 3rd championship in 6 years, the Lions trade Lane to Pittsburgh for Earl Morrall and 2 draft picks.
Well, it hurt me, naturally, when I was traded to the Steelers from the Lions. We had been very successful with Detroit. I really didn't know what to think. I tried what they referred to as a hex.
When they traded Bobby Lane to the Pittsburgh Steelers, he said, "I'm the best quarterback in the league."
There is no defense when Lane can take his time.
And he said, "You're going to trade me, you're never going to win another championship." Those words clearly have rung true.
So the greatest was Peyton Manning got together with Jeff Daniels, and they did in the end zone at Ford Field. They burned.
No, they filled a bathtub full of whiskey, poured salt in it, and then set it on fire with Bobby Lane's helmet in the tub.
Yeah. So the night before last, here's Jeff Daniels on Jimmy Fallon's show and
On
perform.
my phone was Peyton Manning. He said, "Jeff, I feel your pain. Will you join me in exorcising the curse of Bobby Lane?"
They need to.
Just like that.
I know that Jeff's done this on the pregame show that Dan Miller does on Fox 2 in Detroit.
Yeah.
They should do this like during right before the national anthem and all that stuff at the game, because I think it'd be great.
He's the special guest performer.
Oh, wait a second.
Lane, turn around.
Would that not be? Wait, are you saying?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Why will you not give up your sources? Shannon gives her.
I don't.
She gives the dirty.
I get in a lot of trouble if I gave up a few of them.
Official journalist.
Give your dirty.
Same old life.
And
the curse of Bobby Lane.
When they had that bathtub in the end zone at Ford Field, the Lions that season were 1-6, and that's what kicked off the winning streak to get where we are today, which is, I think, the best part of all of this.
Listen, a lot of people felt like the Red Sox won, because they got rid of the curse. The Cubs won because they got rid of the curse. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is our deal.
The Detroit Lions don't suck. Hey, anything is possible. Go Lions. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
All right, it is Mojo in the Morning. Kristen, what's going on? Are you there?
Hi, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Kristen, we got money for you.
Good morning.
You got $500 to help pay your rent. Congratulations.
Yay! I'm so excited. I never win anything.
You got the money. Congratulations to you. We're going to set you up with that $500. And it's courtesy of the upcoming movie, One of Them Days, released in theaters now.
And
Keke
by
Palmer
the way,
and SZA.
I am obsessed with SZA. I'm obsessed with her. I can't wait to see the movie.
Have the best time. Congratulations to you. We'll see you out there, okay?
All right, thank you.
Take care of yourself. Paying bills in moments.
Pay your bills. I love the green.
Green Day, Northern Lights, Maui, Mendocino, Greeno.
Money, that is. We'll give you a chance of $1,000 of the green in minutes.
Hey, today we are going to be out. We're going to be at the auto show right after the show's over with, and we're going to be doing a taping of our More Mojo podcast. So shout out to the auto show for that. Then tomorrow morning, we're going to be giving you the chance to win the money to go get your Lions tickets for Saturday, giving you a chance to win that, was it $1,500 gift card? So you can go make that purchase courtesy of House of Hummus. Lydia is going to be at House of Hummus in Warren on Saturday. Shout those guys out because they gave us a lot of money to do this.
Yes, that's House of Hummus in Warren. It's south of Van Dyke on 14 Mile. I'm going to be hanging out there on Saturday from 12 to 2.
All right, so make sure that you go and say hi to her and go eat some great food. And if you're planning a party, Shannon brought this up. This is actually a great one. They'd be great to have.
Oh, my God, their food's so good.
Cater in some stuff for you. All right. It's Mojo in the morning. Phone number is 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. Text is 95500. We are your home of War of the Roses. And we got that coming up here in just a minute. So, Shannon, a little freaked out here right now. So Wes is leaving town. Your husband is going out of town for a business trip?
No, he is going out of the country for a mission trip.
Oh, a mission trip.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I am very proud of him. I am very, very scared for him. And last night at dinner, I was like talking to the kids about it because they were asking like, you know, why is Mr. West going to be gone for 2 weeks? And so we were trying to explain to them like what he's doing. And I don't know why. I just like started crying because he is headed to Nepal on Tuesday morning for just about 2 weeks to do some mission work for an organization called Our Daughters International, and they basically try to help stop human trafficking and rehabilitate the young girls that have unfortunately been a part of that. And I know very little details about this trip for obvious reasons. I know that I am not going to be able to contact him very often, and I also know that he is not going to be in super safe situations. He is going with, I think there are 6 guys going. One of them who has been before, so I feel a little bit better about that, but it's still really, really scary knowing what he is going to be doing and the very limited access that I will have to him to even know, like, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Not to sound dumb, but where is Nepal?
Asia.
It is. Okay. So it's, is it a country that is scary, or I don't know much about it?
Either do I.
Okay.
Either do I.
Oh, I'm looking at it on a map. It's right by, look at this. It's by India, Afghanistan. Oh, my gosh.
Dog, Wes is a liar, bro.
Pakistan. What? What do you mean he's a liar?
Dog, Wes is a secret agent, dog. He not going on no damn mission trip.
He is going.
Dude, I could see
He
him
going to
being a
execute
spy.
somebody. I'm telling you,
With
he's
that
Jason
body,
Bourne.
with that body, and he goes out American Ninja Warrior. Yeah, he just training, dude.
I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks on a mission trip.
Like,
I know who he's going with.
You said he just got a new job. Do we know if he really got a new job, or is working for a
I
government?
met all the people that he works with.
Do
said
they
new
look
job on
like
Friday.
Do they look like military
Some
officials
of them look
or
a little
something?
shady. No, I'm just kidding. No, it is a very legit new job, and this is a very legit trip. It's still terrifying. Like,
Yeah.
I think too, we've all gotten really accustomed to just like, and we take for granted having access to our people all the time. You know, and knowing that they're okay, or they're, you know, at work, or I could shoot him a text right now or call him. And
we knew somebody that went on and I shouldn't even tell you the story. I'm not going to tell you the story.
please don't tell me the story.
I won't tell you.
Okay.
Until
2 weeks from now.
I'll tell you, nothing's ever happened to my dad that was bad, but he traveled internationally my entire life. He's currently in Mexico. So, like, that's normal for him. And I totally get what you're saying. There are times that he went to places where I'm like, oh my God, have fun, bring me back something.
Yeah.
And other times where I'm like, please text me every day,
Yes.
every night,
Yes.
everything. Like, you follow the news wherever
Yes.
they're going to see if anything's happening. It's incredibly stressful. So I totally know what you're going
Will
through.
he,
Yeah,
he
and
will
that's
not
the
be able to check
situation-
in at all just to
No,
say
he
I'm
will.
okay?
He will here and there, but it's not like, to Megan's point, at the end of every day, it can be like, hey, just send me a text and let me know you're okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And to
I don't
answer
like
the-
it. And I feel like a bad wife not being like, I love what you're doing and I love your heart. It's more like, I even said to him last night, I was like, can you pull out? I don't want you to go.
You pull out. They don't have cell phones. Like, what's
No,
the?
he will have a cell phone.
Yeah.
And but like, is it gonna work in certain? I don't know. He got a
Like a SIM card that works over
yes,
there.
and like
Yeah.
a solar powered charger. That's part of the issue. Is like, yeah.
Ari, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. What's going on?
Hi, yeah. So I've actually been essentially on that trip with that organization, and that area is lovely. The people are lovely.
Okay.
He will not have a hard time at all.
Is it like going? Is it like going to Wisconsin? You just drive in and you drive out.
Maybe in and out of the country, but no, the people are actually really nice, and it's very entertaining. They're really a lot interested in you too, because
Okay. So
let's be honest, we look different. So
I don't know that I would call the work that he's going to be doing entertaining, but Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
But
No.
she did the same trip.
Yeah,
You did the same one.
Yeah, I work with that organization. You're gonna still be with people that it will be a blast. It's hard at the same time, but it is also very fun and exciting.
Okay.
And honestly, if there's Wi-Fi around, he'll be able to contact you more than you think he would be able to.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's good. I like that. That's good to talk her off the ledge. What's up, Brian? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's going on, Brian? You got some advice for Shannon with her husband going away on a mission trip?
Yeah, for communication, Garmin makes a satellite communicator called the InReach. It's like $300, and you can send two-way text messages basically anywhere in the world.
Isn't that illegal in some countries? I saw a woman just get arrested at an airport for taking that with her.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. Take it and see what happens. Maybe he'll get arrested. How about an Apple AirPod? Put an AirPod in his bag.
Oh,
or
AirTag?
Or AirTag, yeah. AirTag. What's up, boy, help me with your name. It's spelled out phonetically up here. Hello?
Hey, this is Dipendra. I'm from Nepal.
Hi.
Nice. A local.
Does Shannon have to worry, Dipendra from Nepal?
No. Nepal is a safe country. Like we did have Maoist insurgency like 18 years before, but Nepal is a safe country.
Yeah.
It's a landlocked country, 3 sides.
Okay.
India from 3 sides and China on 1 side.
Okay. Good.
She should be very safe. Like he will be very safe.
That makes me
does
feel.
not have to worry
I
about
have to tell you, because Mojo asked a question earlier about like where's Nepal. When this all first, like he started talking about going, I'm like, I don't even know where Nepal is. I don't know anything about this country.
Right.
So that makes me feel
Nepal
better.
is a landlocked country.
Yeah.
Between India and China, we have like India on 3 sides and China on northern side.
How's the iHeartRadio app coming in Nepal right now, Dipendra?
When I was in Nepal in last October.
Oh, you're not. I thought you were in Nepal now, right now. I thought you were listening to us in Nepal.
No, I'm in Defiance, Ohio. I was in Nepal last October, and then I tried downloading this iHeart app, but this did not work. I could. Yeah, I was like.
So I can do all my
niece,
naughty topics about him, and he won't know.
If you call the helpline, they'll help you, but the guy is in Nepal, probably.
I want to know how we started in Nepal and ended up in Defiance.
No.
I
live in Bowling Green. I teach at Defiance, but I'm from Nepal.
Okay, he's from the school, yeah. Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you calling. Call us more often. We appreciate it. Are you first-time caller?
Yes, I was about to tell that.
What's his name?
Thank you.
Dipendra.
Dipendra on the phone.
Go Falcons.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks.